I'm Craig Carlisle, artist. I live in Columbus, Ohio. I've had studios in New York City, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. And I recently relocated back to Columbus, Ohio, where I currently have my studio today. The Big Head started in 1992 as a reaction to wanting to create a large image that people could have an emotional response to. And when I first started them, I created a 4-foot by 5-foot large head painting. And I wanted to add colors for expression. I wanted to add just the eyes, nose, and mouth, and the shape of the head as a way for people to focus directly onto the image. And at the time when I did them, I didn't have any idea if people would like them, be able to relate to them or not. And so it was just a year or so of practicing and trying different images with the heads, and it got a good reaction from people, and that's where it started. I generally like for just to have the reaction, the response, the emotional response is what I look for. I find that some people absolutely go nuts, they go crazy, they love them, they're very excited to see them. Other people are kind of standoffish. And for me, there's success in each one of the reactions from people with the artwork, from the big heads or other characters that I might make based on their response, just getting a reaction. And I think for an artist to accomplish having someone stand in front of their painting for more than 5 seconds is a success. And you know, if you can get them to stand there for a couple of minutes and look and talk about it, it's a big success. And if somebody wants to take it home with them, you've mastered success. I may have an idea for something I want to find. Maybe it's a book, an old book. I want to find some pages to work out of. So I'll go to a bookstore, a used bookstore, a vintage bookstore, and they always find me. They always do. And same with objects I might be painting on. I may set out to go look for something for my home, and then an old antique bowl arrives, and there it is. It's 100 years old, and you know, it would be perfect to work on. So I like for the objects to find me. Polaroids I took when I was living in San Francisco, and the camera was inherited from a friend of mine that helped start my career as an artist and getting inspiration. So it was a special camera for me, and I used it to go out into the city and on the West Coast and take a lot of pictures as something extra for my studio work. And I took about 1,000 Polaroids. And a couple of years ago, I decided to do something with them. So with each little landscape that I had a relationship to, I painted the head, but in a very small version, a little 1 or 2 inch head. And so they're just a lot of fun, and it's kind of an extra part of my studio work that I like to do. And also I found working on the book pages, also old vintage postcards. I like any material that's about 100 years or older. I find that works best for me.